Welcome to Rucifail. I pick up this week where I left off last week, so I'm back on the, I guess what you would call the mainland of Deer Isle, and I'm on the outskirts of Stonnington. There has been a few shots around, and I'm pretty certain I've heard a player walking a couple of times, but I just can't seem to put my finger on it. It could just be the audio getting desynced. I've had that as well before. Or it could just be, you know, me mistaking leaves brushing against me for footsteps or something like that. My shoes are badly damaged, so they are going to be ruined very soon, so I have a look at maybe swapping my shoes over, or maybe I could repair the shoes I've got, but those shoes were basically in the same condition I've got at the moment, so no good. But new shoes are going to be a priority very soon. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was actually like another player right there. That's funny. It's a bit gruesome, but yeah, at least it wasn't another player. I'll take that. Wow. Alright, anything over there? No. This is a poor unfortunate person. What's he got? Has he got... Yeah, he's got like a crown on, like a crown of thorns, and he's been stabbed with sticks or something. I don't know, it looks... Yeah, wow, okay. Not very pleasant, but anyway. Probably deserved it. And some tape. I wonder if I can use the tape to fix my shoes. Let's have a look. I'm still soaked from swimming across from the island. Nah, I'm not going to fix it. Just want to give a quick shout out to my new subscribers, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing yourself. Subscribing and liking the channel is a great way to let other people who have the same interests as you see new videos. And that'll be my shoes, sure. Have a look. Yep, ruined. Alright, time to make some bandage shoes. That's a player. It's just that. Whoa! Jesus. Is he turning around? No, he looks pretty geared. I might just run down here, bugger making the bandage feet. I'll risk the cuts. He seemed pretty geared. As I was editing the video, I went back and double checked, and yeah, have a look at that. He was fully stacked, and I reckon he was hunting me down. Little freshy sniper. I guess I'm not that fresh, but I'm not well kitted. He's just hunting me down. God, he's over the top, isn't he? Crazy. Anyway. I bandage up my bloodied feet, and then I start to make some improvised feet wrapping. Just so I can walk some more. But finding shoes is becoming a bit of a priority now. These foot wraps don't last long usually. They wear out very, very quickly. I managed to sneak into Stonnington and finally find myself a pair of damaged sneakers. That'll at least get me out of trouble for a while. I'll try and see if the tape or the sewing kit will fix them as well, but the tape's no good. And the sewing kit I found is no good either, so I'll have to try and patch them up or find some better footwear, but at least I'm out of the improvised feet wrapping for now, and these should last me a few more minutes. Somewhere along the line I've picked up an illness. Not 100% certain what it is. It could be a cold from being wet and having my immune levels low. But I have a fever. I'm not sneezing or coughing. But I take some multivitamins to be on the safe side. It's not going to hurt. And then I decide to check the chart to see what it could be. So I've got a fever, that's given. But I don't have any light pain sounds, and I'm not sneezing or coughing. I'm guessing it's probably cholera. And I can live with that because my food levels are pretty good. And the big trick is only small bites of food. So the first bit of food I find, I scoff it all down. At least I'll find out what illness I have. Yep, definitely not a cold or a flu doing that. It's either cholera or salmonella. both can be treated fairly easily with Tetra. So I'm pretty certain though, since I'm not making the light pain grunt, that I've actually just got some cholera, so Tetra is the only way I can cure it. I keep searching through because my hydration levels will drop fairly quickly with cholera too. So as you can see, I'm already in the red, but I'm pretty lucky. I found a can of cola. And now this time I remember only small bits, so it's only 3 sips. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. And I don't throw it up. I managed to keep it down, and it does a fairly good job of getting my hydration levels back up. But it's time to head for the hospital and see what I can find. There has been some distant gunshots, and that heavily geared player is obviously still around somewhere. There has been a server restart in the meantime, but it doesn't mean that they haven't rejoined the server straight away like I did. Just being a little cautious. I think I can hear something just off to my left there, but as I turn towards it, moves more to my right. And I think it's just my body brushing against the branches of this tree here, these little bushes here. So I sit and listen for a few more moments just to make sure I am alone and I haven't been followed, and that I can't hear anyone in the hospital. With the coast appearing to be clear, I decide to sneak on into the hospital. I haven't seen another player since the geared one, and the shots that I have heard have been pretty distant. But I guess I'll know if there's been any other players around by the amount of loot I either find or don't find within the hospital. I decide not to go upstairs to start with. I'll check the rooms downstairs first. Okay, so an EpiPen. Something at least. It's a sign that someone may not have been here in at least a little while. Door shut, very similar. Maybe not been here since server restart. Charcoal tablets floating in the air, so all the spawns are kind of off. It's a bit weird. And yeah, morphine pen. Yeah, I don't think anyone's been here. I think I'm in the clear. I've got too much loot on me. I need to try and find somewhere to stash it all. Just need to find that Tetra. Now, I only saw that Tetra there when I was editing this video afterwards. I don't know why I didn't notice when I ran in, but it was just there. But you can't see it elsewhere, so I'm not sure exactly what's happened there. It's just kind of sitting on the chair, but it's disappeared. So, I'm guessing because everything's slightly out of sync and in strange spots, I wasn't expecting it to be on the chair there, so I just missed it. And eventually, I do find some Tetra. I'm not really proud of what happens next. But I'm going to just let it play out so you can see how silly I am. I can't seem to get it in the vicinity. It's not giving me the option to pick it up. And I don't know why. So I figure it's just out of reach. I just saw it flash up a second ago, but nope, I can't get it to flash up again. It's not showing in vicinity, but it's just there. It's just on the other side. So I'll try around the other side. And I find some codeine tablets in that package, in that clothing. Because I'm moving and wiggling, I can't seem to grab that either. I finally get it, and I get one tablet because that's all I needed to fill up my packet of 12. And I decide to go back for the Tetra. I need the Tetra, I need to get better. Yeah, I just can't pick it up. I can't get it. Can't get close enough for it to show in the vicinity, and I can't pick it up. Still not there. Still not there. Still can't pick it up. I'm right there. And it won't let me pick it up. It's then I realise that my pockets are so full and I've got my knife in my hand. Oh well. I got it in the end. So I can take the tetra to deal with the cholera. I haven't had it that long, so it should go away fairly quickly. But yeah, not my brightest moment. Anyway, I dropped the binoculars so I've got room to carry the tetra, pick my knife back up, and now I'm stuck. Alright, I'm not stuck. That was funny. I'm so lucky no one came walking in while I was messing around like that. So with the tetra in hand, tablets going into my guts, vitamins in my guts, I head over to the water fountain. As you can see, my water level is still dropping, or it has dropped very fast, but I'm cured. I'm all good now. So I just need to top up on water before I can head off. I've gone the long way around Stonnington to try and avoid the shooting, and yep, it's just here. I've actually circled it completely, but I've come in a lot closer than I realised. I don't know if that shot was at me. I don't think it was. I don't think that's at me. I think that's a different gun. So I think that's a player trying to bait players in. And that's what I've been hearing as I've been running around Stonnington in the distance. He's just been shooting one shot, then two shots of a different gun, and occasionally a third gun, trying to bait people in. A little further on, I come across what appears to be a prison island. I do love myself a prison island, and this one does look like it's a lot easier to get to than the one in Cherarus. So I decide that I would like to go check that out, and there is a little military camp nearby as well. But my pockets are too full. I've got too much kit on me. So I just need to find somewhere to drop off some kit. So I make myself a little improvised shelter. If you don't know how to make an improvised shelter, I do have a video that shows it all. I'll link it above and below if that interests you. But I basically make myself the little improvised shelter so I can get rid of some of the non-essential stuff from my pockets, ammo for guns that I don't have, clips and mags that I don't have guns for, that sort of thing. And I just put it all in this shelter so I can come back to it at a later date, either after going through the prison, or if I get much better loot at the prison, I might just keep on moving and I'll have this here for a future survivor. The shelter is really well hidden. I think you'd basically have to walk into it to know it was even there. And I am finding that there's a lot fewer survivors around this far away from spawn, and I'm really not that far away from spawn. So as the sun sets, I head off to this prison island. I see a few of these infected a fair way away from where I thought they would normally spawn, so it could be a sign that there is another player around. So I decide to head off around the coast of the island, and I figure maybe I can try and sneak into the back of the prison somehow. And this being Deer Isle as well, and so much thought going into the map, it could well be something sneaky at the back. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's a cave system, because there are these caves around. But there could also be a potential spot to hide a base out here that could be well hidden. And it could be a great place to set up a little hidey hole to use for future adventures. I'm starting to get a little spooked that there might be other players around because this is such a good spot. I decide to draw a gun. And sure enough, look at that. There's a drain. I can't imagine I can actually get into the depth of the prison from this drain, but this is pretty cool. This is what Deer Isle's about. All these little hidey holes, a little bit more depth to the map. really fun to find these little surprises. It is getting really, really dark, so I have boosted the brightness here, and it's getting very hard for me to see anything at all. I'm pretty cautious, because I think there may be a player up here. I'm just not sure. This would be the best place to have a base, I reckon. Somewhere up here, easily defendable. Even in these little tunnels you could set something up. It'd be hard to find. I'm not sure if all players would know this is here. You'd have to really go looking for it. And here's a scaffolding, a bit like the one in Stonnington, I guess, where you go down underground. This is obviously how you can get underground here as well. The way I've boosted the brightness, it really doesn't give you an idea of how dark it is, but it is getting really, really dark. It's very hard to see anything down here at all. It's a bit lighter up the top. It's still very dark for me. These look like little barracks here. Just trying to figure out where their doors to the barracks might be. Alright, so it's not on this end, must be on the other end. Ah, can't jump over that wall, it's like I'm stuck here. Maybe I don't have enough stamina. I'll just let it fully regen. Give it a go again. It's getting so dark. Alright, I'm up. Yeah, so it looks like I'm on the outside of the prison, not actually where the inmates would be. Oh, it's so dark in here, I can barely see a thing. Even boosting it as much as I have, you can see that I wasn't seeing anything at all because there's nothing to boost. I'll boost it as much as I possibly can, but I end up sneaking in and using the vicinity search to see if there is anything here at all. But it's so hard to find anything. I do find an AK and a mag for it, and I end up lying down in a corridor and waiting for it to get brighter before I continue search. The sun now rising and a bit more light. It's still quite dark for me. I still boosted it here, but I head off in search. And as the sun rises, I search out the rest of the prison, but I actually don't find very much. I don't think this prison island is anything like the one in Cherarus. Maybe it had been recently looted, I don't know, but the loot that you get from the prison island on Cherarus is so much better than the loot you get here. I did get this AK from the barracks, so I'll probably just run into the back of the barracks again, but I won't bother about searching the whole prison. Is my hydration levels getting low again? And no water bottle? I decided it's time to catch some more fish and to really try and boost up my hydration levels. I end up staying here for a while as the sun rises, and I catch 3 different fish. I build myself a little fire, use the sharpened steak, and I cook up all the fish. And once I've got all fish all cooked up, so you can see I've got 6 fillets, so 3 whole fish there. I head off and I head back towards the little military camp because I know that there is a water fountain there as well. So I eat the fish as I go and make my way back to the military camp. This server does have a rule against loot cycling. I wouldn't say I'm essentially loot cycling here. This is the only way on and off the island, so and I didn't clear the loot out from this area just to go back and find more. There was nothing in here on my way in, so mustn't have looked hard enough. So my main aim, because I did actually loot through here on my way out to the island, is to just fill up on water. I do want to respect the server rules. Actually, I don't think I did loot that barracks on the way through. I'm not sure. But I just want to try and sneak around the back here to the water fountain. And I can't jump over that barbed wire fence. I wonder if I can get over the wall here. Nope. I don't have enough stamina to boost myself over. Which means I'm pretty sure I didn't search this barracks. So I will just have a quick look in here. And there's not much here. Oh, what's that? I'll take that. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that. Awesome. So you can see the fish that I'd eaten has done its job on filling up some hydration and also getting my energy levels up. But my hydration is still lacking and it's now going down. So I do come up to this fountain. And that door scares the hell out of me. So loud. So I wonder if this is for a future version of the map. This would be pretty cool. Another hidey hole going underground in here. That'd be very awesome. I'm actually just hiding here in case any of those infected wanted to follow me in. They were pretty close to the fountain. But it looks all safe and sound. So this is where I'm going to wrap up this week's video, guys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot more peaceful. It is just more exploring Deer Isle at the moment. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. This map is awesome. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. It means the world to me. You guys are the best. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't already, you still got time to give it a quick thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.